Hi guys, Ray here, City Fan TV. Hope you're all doing very well indeed. Just watched Liverpool nick a point at the Etihad, and it's finished Manchester City 1, Liverpool 1. And honestly, if truth be told, I'm disappointed. You've got to be disappointed in that result, because overall, we were miles better than Liverpool, miles better. We had so many chances, and not half chances, so many really good chances. And for me, even though Doku, he got the man of the match, Doku did, I was a little bit disappointed in some of his decision making. I've said in the past, one really good thing about Doku is his decision making has been really spot on most of the time. He knows when to pass it, he knows when to dribble, he knows when to cross it. He's got so much right. And today, he was, in that first half especially, and in the second as well, he was effervescent, full of energy, wanted to take people on. Liverpool had to try and get two men on him because he's that good, basically. Him and Bernardo Silva, especially on the left, fantastic combinations. And then we could switch it across to Phil Foden on the right. He was pretty good as well. But I felt Doku made some bad calls today, some bad calls. There was one where, some poor decisions on some passing. I think there was one where he held the ball for far too long. He took it for far too much time, far too much travel carried down the pitch. He carried it about 50 or 60 yards, but he had, I think, Haaland on one side, I think Alvarez on the other. He should have released it, in my opinion, a little bit earlier. And that would have given Liverpool less time to set themselves. And I think a couple of times in that game, we slowed the game down, and Doku did it again later on as well. He slowed the game down when I think a direct approach would have been better. There was probably a couple I can think of. There's one, he got the ball in the second half at the halfway line, and instead of taking the defender on and using his pace, he kind of turned back, and then he had to turn back again, and then just ended up laying it off. So it was, it really does. It doesn't feel like it is 2 points dropped. We had the opportunity today to beat Liverpool. We were miles better. Look, they had a few chances. Liverpool are a decent side. They've had a good start to the season. You would expect them to have some chances, but we should have battered them today. We had so many chances. Erling Haaland scored a good goal. Trent scored a good equaliser. I think Haaland should have stayed with him. I know Haaland probably has been told he has to stay in a certain zone. He can't go back too far. But when you're winning 1-0, whatever, 10 minutes to go or something, Haaland was near Trent and he just let Trent go. And Trent got the ball, no one on him, took a touch and, slammed it past Ederson from whatever it was, 20 yards, 22 yards. I think Haaland should have carried on going back and getting, because it's different if you're losing the game or whatever it is. You're winning 1-0, 10 minutes to go, you've got to be busting a gut to get back. So I'm walking away from that game. Well, I didn't go, obviously, but I'm thinking about looking back at that game. I think, how many chances did we have? How many chances did we have to win it? Dodgy reffing on the Akanji on Alisson, when the ref deemed Alisson to have been fouled. I mean, they did look at it for a little while, and it's one of those things. If the ref hadn't given the foul, VAR wouldn't have overturned it, because it was, I think, quite close. I think Alisson flapped. If it was an obvious thing that it was that the referee had got it right, I think the VAR would have said, yep, you got it right straight away. But they took a little bit of time, and I thought there was something in it. But at the end of the day, Manchester City won, Liverpool won. Very disappointing. We played well for most parts, but there were times where we were lackadaisical again and a little bit sloppy. And, we wanted to get rid of that from our game. If we could have done that today, we'd have beat Liverpool handsomely. Guys, there you have it. Manchester City won, Liverpool won. Hopefully I'll speak to Bernard and Mike tonight or tomorrow, and we'll get some podcasts and more videos out for you. But well, there you go. If you're new to the channel, guys, please subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out. We'll see you around, Blues.